and done the label. Hi guys, welcome to my account. So I'm gonna be teaching you on how to crochet for complete beginners. So all you need is a yarn and a 3mm hook or any size of the hook you're using. You need to learn how to make a slip knot, a single crochet, a half double crochet, and how to close it. And you also need to learn how to chain, if I just said that earlier. So first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna need to make a slip knot. So you wanna grab the working yarn tail, which is you should hold it like this. Then wrap it around your fingers. Make sure your fingers are aligned like this with your index finger and middle finger. And don't worry, I'm gonna be explaining it carefully and slowly. So make sure you hold the yarn tail using your middle finger and thumb. So you should make it long to make a slip knot. Oops. To make a slip knot, you need to position your finger like this and then protect it with your thumb. And then you're gonna make an X with your thumb protected like this, and protect the yarn tail with your thumb like that. And on the top of your finger, you should have two parallel lines which looks like this, and the bottom looks like an X, and the yarn tail should be going up a little bit. And protect it with your thumb so it doesn't be loose. So the next thing you're gonna do is grab your hook and flip your finger like this, insert your hook. By the way, you need to learn how to hold the hook too. So how I hold it is like this, but you can hold it like a pen or how I do it. So you need to insert your hook over there, and then make sure the ending part of the hook, which is this one, should be grabbing the yarn like this, and make sure it's going inside the other yarn and pull it carefully. Now once your hook is in the slip knot, make sure to tighten. Make sure you hold the yarn tail and then adjust by pulling the tail of the yarn like this, and it should be looking like this. Now you need to learn how to hold the yarn. Now you want to hold your hook like a pen, then grab the longest yarn and then wrap it like this 2 times around your index finger. It should be looking 2 parallel lines, and for holding of the yarn tail, you should be holding the slip knot like this. Now, once you get that, you need to learn how to chain. And to chain, you need to yarn over like this. Make sure the working yarn is at the top of this thingy right here on the top. Then you need to make your hook upside down, and you should have it like this positioned. Then you wanna grab the yarn and pull it to the slip knot. So let's do it again. Yarn over, grab the yarn to the hook, and chain 1. Make sure it's inside this. You pull it inside the slip knot. So now you made your first ever chain, and now you need to learn how to make another chain. So you need to yarn over, grab the yarn over, grab the yarn. If this keeps happening, I think the way you're holding is not tight enough, so let's fix that. Okay, so I think now it's fixed. You need to yarn over, grab the yarn and pull it to the slip knot, and you have made your second ever chain you made. So once again, you need to yarn over, grab the yarn and pull it insert it to the slip knot like that. So you made your third chain and it should be looking like this. Now let's do it again. So insert your hook, yarn over, grab the yarn, pull it and insert to the slip knot, and you have made your fourth chain. So let's make the fifth chain, yarn over, grab the yarn, insert to the slip knot, and you have made your fifth chain. So this is chain 1, chain 2, chain 3, chain 4, and chain 5. So let's make chain 6. Again, do the same thing, yarn over, grab the yarn, and insert to the slip knot carefully for beginners, but if you're advanced, you can do it faster. So now you have made your sixth chain. So this is chain 6 right over here, as you can see. Now let's make chain 7. Yarn over, grab the yarn, pull it, and insert to the slip knot like that. Make sure your slip knot isn't tight so it's easier for you to yarn over and pull through the yarn. So let's do it again. Yarn over, grab the yarn, and insert it to the slip knot like this. So you made your 7th chain. Now let's go to the next. Now you're gonna be learning how to make a single crochet to make the second layer. So to make a single crochet, you should have your hook still inside your slip knot and skip the first chain. This is the first chain. Skip the first chain and move on to the second chain. So you need to insert your hook over here. It should be looking like this and still hold the yarn like this, and then do the same thing like we did on the chain. Yarn over, make sure it inserts to the hole right there, and if it's too tight you can fix that. So we need to do another one. So move on to the next chain, which is this one. Insert your hook. Try inserting your hook on the next chain like what I'm doing. So let's do it. Insert your hook on the chain and then yarn over, grab the yarn, insert to the chain, and you should be having 2 parallel lines like this in your hook, because this is called single crochet, and single crochet must have 2 parallel lines on your hook. It should be looking like this. So all you need to do is yarn over, grab the yarn, and pull through all 2. If it's too tight, let's do that again. So yarn over, insert all 2 in the hook. And now you have made your first single crochet ever. I'm gonna be continuing this for all the way to the chain. So I'm gonna be seeing you in 5 minutes. Okay, you have done your first single crochet and it should be looking like this. If you're still confused, you can still go back to the video I just made, how to chain, slip knot, and single crochet like this. Now the second stitch we're gonna learn is how to do a half double crochet. So to half double crochet, correct me if I'm wrong, yarn over, insert to one of the chains. It should be looking like this. Then yarn over again, insert to the chain, and you should have 3 loops on your hook looking like this. 1, 2, and 3 loops. So after that, yarn over with your hook, grab it and pull all 3. Congratulations, you have made your first half double crochet. So now let's do it again. Yarn over, insert to one of the hooks, yarn over to the chain you made, and you should be having 3 loops again. So what you're gonna do is yarn over again, pull all 3 loops together. Oops, too tight. And if it has 2 chains, you should yarn over and pull all 2 loops. So that's how you make a half double crochet for beginners. But if you're advanced, you can use any method for half double crochet. So yeah, I'm gonna be showing you on the next thing we're gonna do next on the crochet. So you're gonna need to know how do you close your project, and it should be the materials you should have is scissors, and yeah, only scissors and your hook with you. So I have my scissors, and for beginners you should have a yarn scissors or a normal scissors that it should be looking like this for the yarn, so it can cut by itself. So to close, you need to cut. You need to remove your hook from your slip knot you made. Then you're gonna cut this, and it should be looking like this. Then you have a yarn tail, right? So you should be cutting that too. Okay, like that. Oops, and then a cut. Yeah, like that. And continue cutting until you have it closed. So now you finally closed your project. And for the beginners, you should be learning the stitches, which is called single crochet, half double crochet, and how to chain and how to close it. So to end this video, I'm gonna be telling you to subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell for more crocheting and tutorials for beginners and for advanced. And make sure to leave a like and click the video save and click the check box over there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're still confused, you can still go back to my previous teaching that I just did. So yeah, I hope to see you guys soon. Bye!